Whoa. Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. I gotta be honest. Wasn't a real big fan of that Golden Boy card. I'll let everyone jump in. I was a little disappointed, to say the least, with that card. It wasn't a great card. It was mismatches galore, and I understand that it was supposed to be Regis Prograis in there, but it wasn't an entertaining card. The best fight was the Boss Man Sims fight with Kendall Castaneda. It's just Golden Boy's got to do a better job. No offense to Golden Boy. Golden Boy's always been good to me. Credentials, good treatment, food at all their events, weigh-ins, everything. Regis dodged the bullet in that one. Yeah, it seems that way. What did you guys think of that card? What did you guys think of the card? I just thought it was a whack card. Like, do you guys think that was a good card? Was it entertaining? The mismatches. It's just like it's too many mismatches. I like Darius Fulgham, DFG. I know him well. He's a friend of mine, a Texas guy. Mismatch. Sandoval. Mismatch. There's a mismatch. Yeah. Solid job from Durate. I agree with Kyle. I agree with Pablo. No complaints for Durate. Why not have him fight someone better? Madueno makes for a decent fight. He fought well for 2 rounds. Then he got his ass kicked and he got stopped. He wasn't going to do well in that fight. There was no path to victory for him for that fight. In the co-main event, Fulgham just embarrassed a guy that should have never been in the ring. Fulgham is already an elite level guy. Elite level 168. Winfred Harris Jr. No offense to Winfred Harris Jr., but he just had a draw with Emmanuel Alim, who's passed it. And before that, he lost to Sana Agbeko. He hasn't gotten a win since 2022, 3 years ago. That was against Deshaun Johnson. We like Deshaun Johnson, no doubt, but he was 22 and 23 and 3. He has a draw. Like, he's not a guy that even belongs in the ring with DFG. There's levels and levels and levels apart. Why is he in the ring with DFG? It's always a pleasure to watch Robert Garcia. Yeah, Robert Garcia is he's the best trainer in the sport. Like, we can argue and say it's this guy or that guy. The best trainer in the sport is Robert Garcia. I agree, Pablo. It's fun watching Garcia guys, how they improve and the fighters they turn into. He does an amazing job, for sure. For sure. You guys have any thoughts on DFG or Sandoval or Sims? You guys have any thoughts on those fights? I wanted to ask you guys, the Sims Castaneda fight. I thought that fight was very, very close. I thought Castaneda won the last 4 rounds. I had it even on my card. I'm not capping. I had 95, 95, a draw. I gave the last 4 rounds to Castaneda. I gave him one of the round, maybe the third, something like that. Then they had it 98, 92, 98, 92, 99, 91. 1 or 2 rounds. I thought Castaneda swept the last 4 rounds. Did anyone else score that fight? The Sims Castaneda fight? Did anyone, am I bugging? Are they bugging? I was totally shocked, totally confused, totally dumbfounded. I didn't know what to make of that scorecard. 99, 91 is how 2 of the 3 judges had it. Castaneda won 1 round. I don't know, man. That seemed weird to me. The next thing I wanted to get, the Durate that win that Ryan Garcia got over Durate, which everyone said Garcia looked terrible in, that win doesn't look so bad in retrospect when you look at what he's done since. Wins over Jojo Diaz, stoppage wins over Jojo Diaz and Miguel Madueno. I wonder if they'll look to make that Prograis fight anyway. Prograis looks like his best days are done. Let me ask you this: Durate and Catterall. Durate, Catterall. Who do we like in that fight? Durate versus Catterall. Who would we pick? I know who I would pick. I would pick Durate, but does anyone think Catterall can just outbox him, keep him off of him, jab, get in, get out on him? Anyone? I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna make a poll. Hang on. Hypothetical. Who would win? Catterall, Durate. So on my second lock, the first lock hit, and then on my second lock, what I did was after I lost the first leg, the Zeltman Barrett. After Zeltman Barrett looked like dog water, just horrible. I ran it back, and I picked up the other three legs. I took Durate, McCormick, and the over on Catterall Barbosa, and I hit that. So for me, I ended up doing okay. I got my money back today. That worked out for me. So I would always recommend doing that. If the first leg misses, just run the parlay back with the rest of the legs. That's the best thing about having your parlay. The hardest leg, give your parlay first. When you have the hardest leg, your parlay first, and you miss it, you just run it back. And that's what I did. So I was able to get my money back on that. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. But it was just it was a good day of boxing. Neither card was great. Catterall Barbosa put you to sleep. Durate Madueno was a better fight, but again, it's a mismatch. Madueno is not at that level, and Durate is at that level. Durate is better than we think, and I don't understand their love affair for Madueno, but he was not going to be competitive in that fight. He also took on fairly short notice. Durate looked good today. Madueno gave him a good run for his money until the cut. A little bit, like 2 rounds, but I don't care what Madueno's knockout percentage is. He's not a puncher. He's not. And Durate is. And Durate is going to kill you. And I knew Durate was going to break him down. Madueno looked good and he's competitive and he's fun in the fight, but he's not going to win the fight. And, maybe that's what Golden Boy was looking for. I'm not even complaining about that fight. That fight is fine. It's on short notice. Madueno is a fine replacement for on short notice. It's really the rest of the card. Like, the whole entire rest of the card. Ricardo Sandoval, again, doesn't lose a round. It's not competitive with Salido Henderson. We can't do better than Salido Henderson. This is the best that we can do. Well, I mean, this is really the best we can do. Fulgham, Winfred Harris, one-sided beatdown, complete mismatch. Really, no reason to have Winfred Harris in a ring with a guy like Darius Fulgham. Darius Fulgham is ready at 168. He's ready. We're wasting his time with these type of fights. He's a top 10 168 right now. If they put him in the ring with Christian and Billy next, Diego Pacheco, Jaime Munguia, he could potentially beat Edgar Berlanga. He could potentially beat these guys. Darius Fulgham versus Edgar Berlanga is a fair fight out. I'd want to give him a step up fight first. Callum Simpson would be an interesting fight. Mark Jeffers, Eric Bazinian, someone like that. Give him a name like that. Give him a step up. Let's see how he does. But Darius Fulgham is extremely talented. He's strong. He's ready. Like, let's move him up quickly. These fights are completely unnecessary. I thought it would go the distance. Yeah, Madueno's tough. Rugged. I wouldn't have been shocked if it gone the distance. Yak going back to the box. Durate beats Barbosa. Yeah. Yeah, I'm always going to take the guy that is looking to hurt his opponent, the skilled fighter on the inside, who come forward, who hits hard, who's looking to hurt you against the guy who's just looking to score. So I'm kind of the opposite of Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn doesn't like violent boxers. He doesn't like power guys. He doesn't like anyone who is violent and wants to hurt his opponent. He just wants guys who can score on the outside, like it's an amateur fencing contest. I like the guys going to get inside and make life hell for you. Yeah, Golden Boy promotions for you. Sim scorecard was way too high. Thank you. I was shocked. I wasn't surprised that Sims got the nod. I was surprised. 99, 91? I don't, that's atrocious. And twice? I feel like I'm watching the wrong thing. Keyshawn versus Oscar Durate. Oh, Keyshawn. He's not there. Keyshawn's another level. But I like the fight. I have no problems with the fight. It's a good fight, but I would definitely pick Keyshawn in that fight. Kyle asks, do you think the fact that there is a third card this weekend, that is why it's a bit of a letdown versus the other cards? Maybe. Yeah, to be fair, the Matchroom card was better. It wasn't great. The only reason why Barbosa and Catterall wasn't a complete thing was because it was close. But the fight itself, as expected, as predicted by everyone, was extremely boring. Zelfer Barrett was the one fight that, kind of with Jazza Dickens was kind of the one fight we wanted to see, and that fight stunk. Barrett was horrible in it, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean that's a fair point. It's a fair point, Kyle. Abdullah Mason might be fighting Giovanni Cabrera in a 10-round fight on April 5th in Vegas. It's a rumor. Let's see it. I want to see it. I mean, 2 months, is that enough time for Mason to get back? I mean, I'm all for the fight. Yeah, Keyshawn against Durate. Adam says Durate. Number 23 says Keyshawn. I got an interesting stat for you, number 23. I wanted to look, I'm not trying to dump on your guy. I promise you I'm not. But let me get you the stat real quick. Caleb Williams completed 35.6% of his throws of 10-plus air yards. So if he throws a ball more than 10 yards, he completes 35.6% of them. Out of the 530 quarterbacks that have done that in a season since 2000. So this is a stat that they started keeping track of 25 years ago in 2000. There have been 530 quarterbacks who have done that. He ranks 520th. If you go to 15 yards or more, he's dead last. What do you make? I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I'm just asking you, honestly, as a Bears fan, what you think of that. What are your thoughts on Caleb's inaccuracy and struggles on passes of 10 yards or more and passes of 15 yards or more? How does Golden Boy Promotion get away with this card with the level of box? It's tough, man. There's just not a lot of boxing on TV anymore. You go back a couple of years ago, there was so much boxing. Now you got to have 15 different apps. I don't even know how you watch boxer fights anymore in the UK. Maybe you can help me with that. Well, if I want to watch it in the US, how do I watch it? I don't know. It's on a different app every day, every fight. So it's just a lot. We're going to get into next week. So we watch it, right? I watched it. You watched it. I'm not proud of it, but I watched it. You watched it. It wasn't not great boxing. I like the Matchroom card. The Matchroom card was better than the Golden Boy card. McCormick was on it. The Matchroom card was okay. If I was giving grades out yesterday, to the 3 cards this week, I would give the top ranked card an A- or a B+. I would give the Matchroom card a C+, and I would give the Golden Boy card a D, maybe a D-. Who you got right now, Mason or Cepeda? Oh God. Wow. Probably Cepeda. Ow. A good one, Sagu. You guys answer that question real quick. Who do you think the Richard Torres versus Guido Vanel fight? It's guys, Torres. Guido is that's my Italiano. That's my paisan. I love Guido. He ain't beating Richard Torres by knockout within 5 rounds. Easy. Bears had issues calling plays and problems. I get it. Eberflus was one of the worst coaches ever. It did seem to get better once Thomas Brown came in as the OC and then eventually the HC. Yeah, Eberflus as a head coach is a disaster and nothing's going to run smoothly after that. Look, I have my questions, to say the least, about Caleb coming in, but I don't think that we can make a fair assessment on any quarterback that had to play with that staff. So let's see how he does this year. You got an offensive-minded head coach. I don't know who did the Bears hire a new offensive coordinator yet? Boxer is on the biggest sports channel in the UK, but they'll be canceling their deal now that now the rumors are. Yeah, I know they are in the UK. I know that, but I'm saying if I want to watch it in the US, it's on a different app. It was supposed to be on Paramount or Peacock, whatever, and it's always on a different app. And I don't know. I know it's on TNT Sport in the UK. I know that. We're taking Mason. Cepeda has to get past Farmer. Yeah, he'll get past Farmer. Cepeda is. Oh wait, we're talking about William Cepeda or Jose Cepeda. We're talking about William Cepeda, yeah? But yeah, if we're talking about William Cepeda, for sure. Morning. What up, Humble Morning? Hope y'all well. I'm still annoyed over Catterall loss. I hear you, man. I took a poll. And Barbosa won in the poll. It was like 70% of people thought Barbosa won. Peacock canceled the deal. I don't think there's a broadcaster. God dang. I like watching those fights. Now, but that's okay for me. I get to cancel Peacock and save $7 a month. I got you. What up, William? I assume William Cepeda. I got you. I assume, yeah, it's William Cepeda. Hang on. I'm getting a text from the missus. Give me 1 second. You think it was an entertaining fight? You thought that was a good fight? All right. I mean, you're entitled to that, Sagu. I can't believe Barbosa got the nod. Ooh, okay. I'm going to start another poll, I think. I took a poll early today, and yeah, everyone. Barbosa won the poll. I asked who won the fight, Barbosa, Catterall, or draw, and Barbosa won. He got like 70%, and then it was a split between draw and Catterall. Very few people thought Catterall won. Boxing is horrible, really. They are very far. I know, but it's boxing, and I get to watch. Mastering Queensbury is where it's at. Queensbury ahead right now in my opinion. Interesting. Oh wow, yeah. I know. Humble Crumble, 31. Macho obviously thought Catterall. I had it a draw. If you ask me, like, put your scorecard aside, pick a winner. Who is it? I thought Catterall did the better work. I would have edged the fight to Catterall if you said, who wins. Bears' new OC is Declan Doyle. All right. I don't really know who that is. I had a draw, if I'm honest, but really not annoyed with it either, if either man won. Yeah, I was annoyed, but I thought Catterall, like, if I had to pick a winner, I would have given it to Catterall. I don't think it was a travesty. I don't think it was a robbery. I'm not upset that Barbosa got it. You know, I don't think he won. Okay, Broncos tight end coach. You got Verge? I think so. I'm leaning towards Verge. So just to give you my schedule for the rest of the week, I'm gonna drop the heavyweights. I'm gonna drop Ajit Kabayal and Zhang tonight, or tomorrow morning, depending on where you are. That's gonna drop shortly. I'm almost done with the tape. I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna do the tape on that, and we're gonna be. I'm gonna have that video out for you guys. That's one. Then Sunday, I'm gonna go live. And I'm gonna try to go live every day and give you guys a video every day. And I want you to bring your questions. I want you to bring all that good stuff, because I want to give you guys lots of attention, and I want to answer your questions. I want to get you the best gambling advice, guys. If you have not already, join the Patreon. Join the Patreon now. It's $5 a month. You now get access to the Discord. The Discord is the best because I can help you guys with live betting. We can change things. There's props. There's so much that we can do in the Discord. But you don't get access to the Discord unless you're a Patreon. So join the Patreon, $5 a month. $5 a month just for the Discord is worth it. Yeah, I like the over in Shakur Stevenson and Schofield too, for sure. For sure. What's the outcome for Beterbiev and Bivol? Well, I like Beterbiev. I like Bivol by decision. I like the over. I love the over in that fight. But I like Bivol. I got Bivol, and I got Shakur Stevenson. Let's take a look, just take a peek into next week. We got Buatsi. I'm leaning towards Buatsi. I'm leaning towards Agit Kabayal. I'm leaning towards Verge. I'm leaning towards Hamza. I'm leaning towards Shakur. I'm leaning towards Dubois. I'm leaning towards Bivol. And we got this. And then, okay. So we got a lot going on. If I hit all these, it's plus 1,800. Additionally, do we have props yet? No props yet. All right. We'll get to the props. I'm going to start dropping videos on these. I'm going to get you guys all the content, everything out. I'm going to get you guys the content on all of this. Yeah, Shiraz, the odds are, Shiraz is, hang on, I'll pull them up for you. Right now, according to DraftKings, Shiraz is minus 250. Adames is plus 195. So Shiraz is a 2.5-to-1 favorite, and Adames is about a 2-to-1 dog. So I'm leaning towards Shiraz, but that's a great fight. It's a great fight. This card altogether is great. I think Beterbiev is ruthless. Yeah, I'm not counting Beterbiev out. I thought Bivol edged the first fight. Beterbiev's getting a little older. Each fight's going to take a little something out of him. And I thought Bivol won the first fight. So I'm going to lean towards Bivol, but I'm not 100% on that. I like the over. The bet on that fight is the over. Bet the over, bet the over, bet the over. Shiraz. I think this is a Beterbiev fight, in my opinion. Bivol will be more aggressive. He knows it's defensive on the back foot. He won't get the nod. Should leave opening for bet. Well, it's not like he lost wide. I mean, it's 1 or 2 rounds, right? And different judges are going to score it a little differently. You're right. I don't know. I don't know. I expect honestly the fight to look very similar. I expect it to be very close, very nip and tuck. I expect it to look similar to the first fight. I'm gonna go back and watch the first fight. I'm gonna get this video in for you guys. I'm gonna bring you guys a video Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night. I'm gonna try to bring y'all 7 videos. All right. And I'm trying to bring you at least 5 live streams where I go over it, I answer your question, we come up with different parlays, we come up with different odds, different locks, so I'm gonna bring you guys as much content as I can for this week because it's a big week, and then next week's a big week. And right now, boxing's in great shape, guys. Boxing's in great shape right now. Bronco. Adam Adames is the most likely upset for next week. It depends, yeah. Bivol technically an upset. Better be is technically the favorite, but they're about even. But yeah, I think Adames has a good shot. I had Better be of winning, I think, by 3 rounds. Really? Okay. I mean, really. I know Shiraz is the favorite in the bookie's eyes, but damn man, it is a real tough fight. But he was just so impressive with Ammo Williams. So impressive. It's hard to bet against him. I'm gonna check my poll real quick. All right, let me be right back. Catterall Durate. I only got 7 of y'all voting on this. 9, wait, 11, 12. Oh, wait, 13. I got 13 of you guys voting on this. And you guys are picking Durate to beat Catterall wide, 77-23. You guys like Durate over Catterall. I don't disagree. I don't disagree at all. Yeah, I don't disagree at all. Why is Berlanga on Ammo Williams undercard? Is he? I didn't even know this. You're breaking news to me, my man. Well, look who he's fighting. Amari Jones, Alessio Mastronozio. Yeah, these aren't great. These aren't great. I'm interested in going to this fight. I'm intrigued by this fight. I may want to go to this fight. I may. I don't know why, but I'm intrigued by this fight. I think Parker could be the upset of the card. He's the better boxer than Dubois. The only problem is that he can keep away from the power for 12 rounds. Dubois is dangerous for all 12. Yeah, I'm going to pick Dubois. But yeah, Parker can outbox him for sure. But he did just do a pay-per-view in that sold-out arena. No, that's true. That's true. I don't know. Yeah. It's a good question. I don't really have a good answer for you, but I am interested in going to that fight. I am. All right. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to wrap this up, guys. If you have any last-minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, leave them now. Questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. I will take them now. They are appreciated. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to call it a night. I will be back tomorrow. Let me check in on the poll. We will finalize the poll. And if we're done with the poll, we're done with the poll. Yeah, Durate is running away with the poll, 79% to 21%. We all like Durate to beat Catterall. Almost 80%. So that was why. All right, appreciate everyone who participated in the poll. I'm gonna wrap this up. There's no last minute questions, comments. So soon. I'll be back. I'll be live all week. Damn man, that's really life for Durate. Life for Durate. I think it's a competitive fight field, but it's too much. It's too much hype for Durate. I think people are just unimpressed by Catterall. Like, that's really why for Durate. I think it honestly, it is. But Madueno's not good. Like, I think it's probably a combination of both, Mayron. I think people are overhyping Durate, and I think they're, coming down too hard on Catterall. So I definitely think it's a combination of both things. I think they're too hard on one guy and hyping up and hyping up the other guy too much. But it's boxing. It's not baseball. We don't have 600 plate appearances a year. The sample sizes are much smaller, so we make a big deal out of each performance, even if it's against Madueno, which I said it wasn't going to be much of a fight. All right, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. I will be live all week. Appreciate everyone jumping on. February 15th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank you, and God bless. I got one last. We got Madueno again. Miron. Madueno. We got Miron at the buzzer. He's fighting Barbosa. He's a tough, good fighter. Don't get me wrong. I like Durate, but his resume, not like Catterall. Catterall's definitely got the best. Like, Catterall beat Josh Taylor twice, if we're going to be honest. But yeah, disappointing as agreed. I thought Catterall would just be too good for him and he would outpoint them and win a competitive decision, which I don't know that I'm totally wrong about. But all right. Okay. All right. I'm going to wrap this up, guys. From Texas to the world, thank you and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.